The lights dimmed, and the audience fell silent as a small boy stepped onto the stage. His clothes were worn, his shoes old, and his nervous eyes scanned the massive crowd that waited for him to sing. He gripped the microphone with trembling hands, and for a moment, it seemed like his fear might take over. But then, a single thought ran through his mind: he wasn't here just for himself. He was here for his mother, his little sister, and the life he dreamed of giving them. The boy's name was Miguel. He came from a tiny village in the Philippines where music was the only escape from the struggles of everyday life. His father had passed away when he was very young, leaving his mother to work long hours just to feed the family. Most nights, Miguel would sit outside their small house with his guitar, singing to calm his sister to sleep. His mother often told him, "Your voice is a gift, my son. Someday, it will change our lives." When Miguel walked onto that stage, no one knew his story. To the audience and the judges, he was just another contestant with big dreams. But as the first chords of Hotel California began to play, something powerful happened. His voice, raw yet angelic, poured out with a pain and honesty that no training could ever teach. Each note carried years of struggle, every lyric filled with longing and hope. The judges leaned forward almost instantly. One of them whispered, "This isn't just a performance, this is his soul." The audience, captivated, sat frozen in silence as Miguel's voice echoed through the hall. It wasn't just the song they were hearing, it was his story, his life, his heart. Halfway through the song, Miguel closed his eyes. He thought of his mother, who had sold her only piece of jewelry so he could travel to the audition. He thought of his sister, waiting at home, hoping her brother might bring them a better future. The emotion surged through him, and his voice cracked slightly. But instead of breaking the moment, it made the performance even more real. Tears began to fill the eyes of the judges. By the final chorus, the entire audience was standing. People clapped to the rhythm, some wiping away tears as Miguel sang the last powerful lines. When the song ended, there was a pause, a moment of complete silence where everyone was catching their breath. Then, the hall erupted into thunderous applause. One judge, still with tears streaming down her face, slammed the golden buzzer. Gold confetti rained down as Miguel fell to his knees in shock. He covered his face, unable to believe what was happening. For the first time in his life, he felt like his dreams were within reach. The judges rushed to the stage, hugging him, telling him how much his performance had touched their hearts. Backstage, Miguel cried into his mother's arms. She whispered, "I told you, your voice is a gift. You've just opened the door to our future." But Miguel's journey was not just about winning a competition. It was about proving that even in poverty, even in the darkest of times, hope could shine through. His performance reminded the world that talent has no boundaries, that pain can turn into power, and that dreams are worth fighting for no matter where you come from. In the weeks that followed, millions watched his audition online. People from around the globe commented about how his voice touched their hearts and gave them courage. Miguel had gone from a poor boy singing under the stars in a small village to inspiring millions with nothing more than the gift of his voice and the strength of his spirit. His story became a message to everyone who doubted themselves: your circumstances do not define your future, and your dreams are never too far away if you believe and never give up. And every time Miguel took the stage after that night, he carried not just his voice, but the love of his family, the pain of his past, and the hope of a brighter tomorrow.